Welcome to part 2. Did you watch the first part? If you didn't, this is only going to confuse you. Go and watch it. To update Steam, we need to log into the Art of War control panel. If you're unsure of how to do this, go back to part 1 and look at starting and stopping a game server. Once you're logged in, find the game server icon and click on it. It's a picture of a little joystick. Next we need to click on the game server we need to update. In this case we're doing a Steam update and need to click on a Valve based product. In this case I'm going to click on our Counter-Strike source server. Also notice that Art of War Central has installed the mod I asked for in chapter 4. Once I click on the Counter-Strike source server's name in the list, I'll be presented with a screen that looks like this. Here you can see a box in the screen detailing your server, and below that are little pictures or icons of what the game server can do. We are looking for a picture with the words Steam and the Valve logo. It also has the word Steam Update below it. Also notice that the mod from chapter 4 is also listed here. Once you have clicked on the picture, you'll get a pop-up box that says this will update your game server using Steam. It will be stopped, meaning your game server. Do you want to continue? If a new window does not open, please disable your pop-up blocker and firewall. So now you will need to check to see if your browser has a pop-up window blocker and that your firewall is off. Once this has been done, click on the OK button and you'll immediately see a black box pop up. Your server is now updated. Once the Steam update begins, do not close the window until told to do so. You will see that Steam runs through the server files and checks and installs new files. Once Steam is finished, you will be informed at the bottom of the black window with the words HLDS installation up to date. Steam has successfully updated. Now you can close the window safely. Another piece of anti-cheat software is called Punk Buster. Updating Punk Buster is almost identical to Steam, only the icon or picture for it is different. OK, log into the control panel. Next click on the game server icon and a list of game servers will appear. Click on the game server you want to update. In my case it's the Special Forces server. A new page should load detailing your server. Look at the pictures towards the bottom of the page. Here you should see the Punk Buster picture with the words Update Punk Buster below it. OK, go ahead and click on this picture. Once you've clicked on the picture, you'll get a pop-up box that says this will update your game server's Punk Buster. It will be stopped, meaning your game server. Do you want to continue? If a new window does not open, please disable your pop-up blocker and firewall. Click on the OK button when you're ready. A new window will open that is black. Text will then scroll down the screen. Do not close the window until told to do so. Once the update has been completed, you'll see a message at the bottom of the black window that says the Punk Buster update has completed. You may now close this window. That's how to update Punk Buster. OK, you will need to log into the Art of War Central control panel and then click on the game servers icon. Remember the little joystick? OK, when the next page loads you'll be presented with a list of game servers. Click on the game server you want to reinstall. I'm going to choose the Counter-Strike source server. Once you click on the name of the server you'll be presented with a page that looks like this. All you have to do is click on the green reinstall button in the centre of the panel. Make sure you have the right game server before you reinstall. The page will then reload and will ask you to enter a few more details about the server. The questions will vary depending on what server you're trying to reinstall. Here it's asking for the host name and the icon password. Fill these in and then click on the continue button. After I filled in the host name, private password and Archon password and clicked on the continue button, I am presented with the pop-up box that says, "This will reinstall your game server and reset your configuration files. Do you want to continue?" Make doubly sure you want to reinstall, as there's no going back. If you're 100% sure, then click on the OK button. A message will then pop up stating the following: the game server is being reinstalled. While the game server is being reinstalled, you will not be able to access it. You will receive an email when the installation has completed. Log into your control panel. Now look for a picture underneath the game server picture. It should say change password. Click on this. A new page should load and ask for your old password as well as your new one, which you'll need to verify. Once this has been done, click on the green change button at the bottom of the page. After a couple of seconds, a new page will load saying that your password has been updated. To create a sub-user, you must be the server owner or have access to the sub-users menu. Click on the sub-user's picture or text. On the next page you'll find a list of sub-users. For me it's empty, but from here you can alter an existing sub-user. Okay, I'm going to create a new user, so I need to click on the new users button at the bottom. Okay, fill in the next page with the details of the sub-user. Make sure the last drop down box marked status is active. Then click on the green save button at the bottom of the page. Okay, the page will then refresh and tell me that the sub-user CJ has been updated. You should now see a green delete and permissions button at the bottom of the page. Click on the button next to the delete to access the permission system for this user. The next page asks what server you would like to view with regard to this user. Select the server from the drop down box and then select View. You can also manage permissions for voice servers as well as game servers from this page. Okay, I've selected our main PR server. Once you've clicked View, your page will be expanded and you will be presented with a lot of options. Most of the options refer to icons or pictures that you use to move from section to section. A check in the box to the left means that this user has access to that particular function. No check mark means no access. Once you have selected with the checkbox what the user has access to, you need to apply those changes to the user by clicking on the green save button at the bottom of the page. Here you can see that I've checked user has access to the server. The user can start and stop the server, and the user can FTP into the server. In addition, they can view the service picture and they can view the game monitor and status picture on their control panel. Okay, I've clicked the green save button. Now time for some testing. Okay, let's log into the server with our new username and password. You can see that we can issue support tickets, change our password and have access to the game server. How many can we see? We only granted access to the PR server, which is what we see. We only allowed the user to access the service and game monitor sections, which is also what we see. So everything has worked. Unfortunately, this is the end of the game server tutorial. I can feel my throat going hoarse again. We hope you've enjoyed it, and if you've learnt something, that's always good. From all of the guys at TCC, goodbye for now.